Together, Schneider Electric and EG4 Electronics have unmatched capabilities and certifications. Our partnership combines cutting-edge technology, flexibility, and value, creating the most cost-conscious, reliable, high-quality hybrid inverter system on the market for installers and homeowners alike. Here's EG4's Research and Development Manager Marcus to give us a quick walkthrough.
Hi, I'm Marcus with EG4. We've been working together with Schneider Electric to set up closed communication with all the EG4 batteries. I'm going to show you how to set up a closed loop communication with the Lifepower4 and the Schneider. For this, you're going to need your cable sent from Signature Solar with pins 1 and 2 connected to the battery. You're going to have to ensure all your loads are turned off and nothing else is on besides this battery. You know, to power the battery on. Make sure all your dip switches are down. And then you're going to open up the QT-BMS test. We're going to go to vault info, set address to 0, add address to sequence. After we're shown that we're communicating with the battery, we're going to go to Program Update, Load Upgrade Program, and you're going to add the firmware provided to you on the website. You're going to set this to address 0, hit Get Boot Information. You'll know you did it after this pops up. And then upgrade start. For this next step, I'm going to show you how to tie your Ethernet cable into the inside home. You're going to need your pins 1 and 2 from your Ethernet cable, which in most cases is going to be orange, white, orange. You're going to put your orange, white in the top right corner and your orange right next to it on the left side. After doing this, you can plug your Ethernet cable into the Lifepower4 battery. Make sure your master battery has all the dip switches down so you know it's the master battery. Next, you're going to open up your program for the inside home and you're going to go to Devices. You can click on the Schneider unit. We're going to go to Configuration. We're going to go to Advanced Settings right here. We're going to go down to Battery Settings. I'm going to set this to lithium ion and external BMS. Then you're going to hit Apply. After doing that, it's going to take some time to upload the data. We're going to go to Setup and to the Modbus settings. Make sure we're on 9600. Then we're going to go to Device Detection. We're going to set the range 1 on the first and 10 on the next one, and we're going to hit Detect. We're able to find the BMS from the battery right here. It shows devices found. Now we can go to Devices, and you can see your BMS is communicating. This is showing closed loop communication right now with the Lifepower4. For this next part, we're going to show you how to get the LL V2 communicating with the Schneider. First, you have to pull all your dip switches towards you. That means they're in the down position. Next, you're going to turn the BMS on. And you're going to hold this button down for 5 seconds. And here you got the protocol list. You go on the RS-485, and then Schneider's going to be at the bottom right here. You hit enter, and then you're going to turn your BMS off. Set your dip switch to 1. It's going to be the top dip switch, and turn it back on. Now you have the Schneider protocol loaded, and now you're going to be able to communicate with the Schneider inverter. All your settings are going to be the same when you go to set up the V2 through Schneider. You're going to go to setup, go to Modbus settings, make sure you're at 9600, and go to device detection. Set the first one to 1 on your range and your second to 10. Go to detect devices. It's going to show that device is found 1. That means you found it. You can go to devices now and go to your BMS here, and it's going to show you communicating with the battery. Now I'm going to show you that the V2 set up as a master battery will communicate with the V1. Plug in my battery comms cable. This is going from battery to battery. Right here you're going to be able to see that the amp hours went from 200 to 300. There are going to be future updates for the V1 so you can set up communication protocols with the Schneider, Victron, or whatever other inverter you want to communicate with in a closed loop communication. I'm Marcus with EG4. Thank you for watching.